Hi guys, I'm Nitin. You're watching B for You, and today we are right here in central London at the Olympia for Vegfest 2016. It's a big exhibition. Vegans, vegetarians, it's like heaven for us all. But you know what? On that note, I think it reminds me of something a friend of ours, Nita, said. Talk of the town is all about having fun and learning something. So I thought today we're going to have all sorts of facts and stuff about vegans and vegetarians, and along the way, oh, don't worry guys, this is just a veggie burger. It's not a meat burger. I made it myself, it's pretty cool. So without any further ado, I think I need to check out all these stands, and yeah, you guys need to follow me. Veggie burger. Guys, we are at Vegfest 2016. First and foremost, are you guys vegan, vegetarian?
Both vegan.
I love this double answer. Okay, tell me how long you guys have been vegan, and sort of what's the lifestyle like?
Well, I started in May a couple of years ago, so it's 2.5 years for me, and then he went vegan 2 months after me, so it's near enough the same.
Still relatively sort of soonish. How come? What happened? Why did we decide to go vegan?
Well, when I was younger, I always thought there was something wrong or not right. Not only that, my mum was really against animal captivity and fur industry.
Okay.
And then as I grew up, I think there was an episode I saw when I was a child from The Simpsons called Lisa the Vegetarian. And basically I looked into that, and it kind of like opened my eyes a little bit. Tried to go veggie when I was about 16 and failed miserably at the time, because I'm talking about 15 years ago. But now where we live, there's just lots of options these days, and then all these documentaries came up on Netflix, and it pretty much went from there.
That's interesting. So now you're saying that you've been able to sustain being vegan because there's more options.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
I would totally agree. I mean, because first, 20 years ago? People trying to be vegan like 20 odd years ago, and it was really quite difficult. But now these days, it's such a wide range of things we can have now, and it's all out there, and it's so much easier because there's so many different companies.
These are cheeses.
Yeah, this is like a chili flake cheese. This is like a smoked chipolata. There's like lots of chocolate. They've got burgers.
Did you even know this stuff? Like some of the stuff I've seen here, this place is massive and it's really cool. But did you even know this stuff existed?
I've known some of these companies existed for over a year, because we've been to Vegfest since we've been vegan. So this is our third time of visiting Vegfest, and we're actually doing the whole weekend because I always end up missing something because it's that big. And but yeah, we always are discovering something new. I recently heard that you can make meringue with chickpea water and icing sugar, and it comes out with like lemon meringue pies. And yeah, so basically what I tend to say is now to people who are not vegan, I go, well, anything you can eat, I can eat vegan.
I can eat better, but okay.
Yeah, basically. So that is the case. The same for like the perfumes, clothing, makeup even, so a whole range of things, yeah.
Thank you very much. Have a nice 2 days then, guys. Appreciate it. Charlotte.
Hi, Nick.
Vegfest 2016.
Woohoo!
Koyo.
Yeah.
Tell me about Koyo. Woohoo!
Koyo is a coconut milk yogurt. Yeah?
Just like it kind of says on the tin, yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Heaven in a mouthful.
Completely out of coconuts.
We like all things made out of coconut, and coconut seems to be so in right now as well.
Yeah, it's pretty in.
What's the response been like at Vegfest 2016 for coconut yogurt?
Well, luckily everybody likes coconuts.
We are loving this. Okay, we're going to get to try a bit of this.
Yeah. This is vanilla. You like vanilla?
Yeah, you're going to feed me, right?
I am, yeah.
Okay, let's try this.
Just for effect. How is that?
That is actually really nice. That is like heaven in a mouthful.
Surprise! Of course, it's really nice.
I kind of thought I was going to have to do my kind of fake, like I like it, but that's actually.
Do a lot of that.
Dude, that's really nice.
Yeah, you want to finish it off?
Yeah.
Wait, it's not warmed up when it's in.
Why not? Vegfest 2016. So, Charlotte, you know what? I feel bad for all the guys at home because they don't have like tasty vision. This stuff is actually awesome. If they want to like find out more, like, is it online? What can they do?
You can go on koyo.co.uk and find out about it, you can type in your postcode and it will tell you where the nearest stockists are.
All right, I'm loving
How
this.
easy is that?
It is pretty easy, and I think these guys need to check out some more clips, and I was thinking maybe you could feed me some more of the koyo. Yeah, I do love my job. Right. Hey guys, how are you doing? I kind of just saw you here, like, you know, tucking into your vegan burgers, and I thought I'd come and say hey. So, I mean, you know, Vegfest 2016, firstly, how you guys finding the event?
It's good. It's a lot busier this year, I think. So it's a bit overwhelming, but
It is, there's so many people. You guys come like more every year?
we came last year. That was the first time because we recently went like vegan last year. So that was
Very
my first
soon.
time.
We're
Yeah.
talking to a lot of people today who said that they've converted to veganism in the last year or 2 or 3 years. Is that you as well?
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
What's the trend? Why in the last few years? What's the thing about it?
Well, last year she converted me actually, and
Really?
yeah, she did.
Okay. What are
And
your
that's-
reasons?
I would, initially it was like weight loss, but then I found that like for like health benefits, I wasn't really. It didn't motivate me enough, you know. So I started watching videos and Gary Yourofsky's speech, and then I was like absolutely shocked about like animals and how they're treated. And then after that, that's kind of how I stuck to it, you know. So
That's good stuff. You know, we're talking about a lot of sort of facts today, so let's go over this one. There are only a few vegetables with all 8 types of amino acids in sufficient quantities. Do you know what any of them are?
potato. I don't know. I'm guessing. Vegetables with.
All 8 amino acids.
Oh, I don't know. Actually.
I'm gonna read some out. You've got, or with the sufficient amounts of amino acids, you've got lupin beans, soy, hemp seed, chia seeds, buckwheat. It's new information to me too. I think that's pretty cool though. At least we're learning something, right?
That's good. Yeah.
Learning something?
Yeah.
All right, eat more buckwheat, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love buckwheat, so.
Cool, brilliant stuff. Have a nice day, guys, and we'll leave you to it. Thanks. So, Rebecca, this stall over here is called Temple of Satan, right?
Correct.
And there is like a massive queue. I don't even know how long and how far it's going to, but they all seem to want what you're kind of cooking up here.
Yeah.
So, explain to me what's going on here.
So what we're doing today, we're doing 2 things. So we're doing one is like a popcorn chicken, and the other is a strip sub with bacon and cheese, all vegan, all homemade ingredients. So
How do you home make the chicken and the beef? I mean the bacon and all this stuff. What is it?
the bacon's just made of seitan, and the chicken is seitan as well. So the chicken is made of tofu and gluten flour, which makes like a white meat, so more like the chicken. And then the bacon is just straight up seitan with seasonings, like smoky seasonings to make it taste like bacon, yeah.
So you're working your magic here,
Yes.
and then it goes in here with
Yeah.
the Satan and stuff,
Yeah,
and then this is the final product.
exactly.
Although it's kind of all gone because you can't keep up with the demand of
I
the
know,
queue.
it's the deep fryers. We need more deep fryers, I think. But
Pretty cool.
yeah.
I'm gonna try one, yeah?
Yeah, go for
Try a
it.
little piece. So this is deep fried Satan.
Yes.
All right. I'm not sure what that tastes like. I don't want to say chicken. It does taste quite nice with the butter.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I like that. How does everyone, they can't see because I'm not pointing, take a quick look at that. There's just such a massive queue over there. Tell me something, how have you, I mean, what, have you got some fans out? I'm like clotheslining your colleague here,
I'm
but
not sure.
why is there such a big queue for this?
I don't know. I mean, it's our first time at Vegfest, so maybe that's why. Otherwise, we're at Brick Lane every weekend. So otherwise, if anyone wants to come check us out there, but it might be, you know, this is our first big event, so.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. While I've got you here, one final question.
Mm-hmm.
Are you vegan yourself?
Absolutely.
All right, look at that. So
Of
where do you
course.
stand? Where do you stand on the honey debate?
Well, I'd probably say I definitely don't eat honey. So I'm probably against honey, but more so because of the plight of the bees, I think.
Okay, so honey is or is not vegan?
I don't think it's vegan.
You don't think it is? This is, you know.
But yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, I've read a lot about it, and I mean, there's good points on either side, but at the same time, I don't think we don't really need that. We can eat, there's so many other things we could have, like maple syrup or agave, so we could leave the bees alone.
liking it.
Yeah.
Rebecca, thank you very much. I'm gonna let you get on with
Yeah, virtual.
making the magic, because these people, they're gonna start like beating us up if you don't hurry up. Right, Andy, Vegfest 2016, you are actually one of the people in this big, long, massive queue for Temple of Satan.
Yeah.
Tell me why, have you tried this before?
No, never.
So, I mean, this is like one of the biggest queues in here. So, well, why are you,
Exactly.
what brought you here?
I came here today with the specific mindset of finding the longest queue in the whole show. And I was going to join it,
Okay.
and the end result was going to be incredible.
Okay.
So now I'm just waiting for it to happen, and
Hey,
it's
I'm
gonna
with
make
you.
my weekend, you know?
All right, I see that. And you vegan yourself?
I'm vegetarian, but
Vegetarian, okay.
vegan at home, so stuff like this, you know, helps you kind of identify stuff you can do and ways you can avoid eating dairy.
That's exactly
so,
it. How long have you been vegetarian?
2 years now.
I have yet to meet someone today who is like outside of that 3-year sort of range.
Really?
What is it for you? Why in the last 3 years have you done this?
I just like decided that I couldn't like kill an animal myself with my own hands, so why would I get someone else?
Why
to
at
do
that point? Why sort of 2 or 3 years
it?
ago?
I
Why
met my
then?
girlfriend and she asked me. So,
Is that her over there?
Yeah.
Conveniently staying off cat. Which one is this one here?
Yeah.
We're gonna
Ellie.
grab what's her name? Ellie.
Hi.
Hey, you are Andy's girlfriend,
Yes.
and you made him into a vegetarian.
Yes.
How did this all? Talk to me about that.
I don't know. I think he became after 2 weeks. He was with me. Decided to become vegetarian. So.
You had that effect on him after
am.
2 weeks.
And my dad as well. So I have effect on a lot of people.
Should be running the country, you know?
Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoy the food over here.
I
You
hope
waited
it's
long
really
enough
good.
for it, yeah.
I'm really hungry, so I hope it's good.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Right, it is pretty thirsty work right here at Vegfest 2016. I'm gonna get my favourite drink. It's some variation of Limbo Bunny, so I'm really excited because apparently it's self-service over here. I can just press this button, right? I'm gonna press this button, and then juice is gonna come out. What? Do I stop pressing when juice?
It just stops.
I made my own Limbo Bunny. Look at that, everyone. All right, and now it gets made. All right, well, I'm going to enjoy this while you guys check out this commercial break, and yeah, I'm going to see what else I can, what kind of mischief I can get up to. Let's try some of this. Yeah, that's good Limbo Bunny. See you guys in a minute. Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Johnny, and we are at Vegfest 2016. Now I know what all of you Auntie G's love. Yes, I do. Right here. It's onions. I know you guys prepare this every evening with your dinner, and I have the perfect solution for you. It is the Onion Shooter 2000. Allow me to demonstrate. And just like that, we've shot all the onions. So every day when you're cooking dinner, no more dicing, chopping, or slicing, because we have the Onion Shooter 2000. Now, for all of you Auntie G's that would like to own a piece of this, just remember, you can have it too, all in the privacy of your own kitchen for $19.99. Just call 1-800-B4U. Guys, this is so great at Vegfest 2016. There's all these little auditoriums and exhibition halls where they're exhibiting things. Right now, who said vegans and vegetarians can't be bodybuilders? They're doing great at it. Let's check some of it out. Guys, we are still at Vegfest 2016, and I'm really excited because I found Man Alive, and this is all about the peanut bar, isn't it, Stuart?
It is all about peanut butter. So basically, I used to be an accountant, and then I went traveling to Argentina, was working with the Peanut Butter Social Enterprise, and was just massively inspired by that stuff. So basically came back, quit my job as an accountant, and started this. It's all basically driven by the belief that peanut butter is the best nutritional tool on the planet. Not just because it's like absolutely delicious, not just because it's nutritious, but it is an amazing way for getting people who don't eat well to eat better.
Peanut butter rocks. I do love peanut butter myself. What's the response been like sort of amongst, I mean, there's a lot of vegans and vegetarians here today who, you know, love things like peanut butter. The response must be amazing.
The response has been absolutely amazing. Like, because we make it fresh every week, our stuff is genuinely, so yeah. This stuff was roasted last weekend, 15th October 2016. it tastes better. And so like we've had, it's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. Like I've spent the last like 6 months trying to like grind this out, and when you see someone try it and their eyes just go like, oh my god.
I feel like I need to try it and make those facial expressions in a minute. I'm going to join in and try it in a minute, actually, if you don't mind. But
absolutely.
I also had another idea that I was kind of hoping, you know, with your bike, maybe I can come back in the show and borrow your bike. What do you think?
Absolutely, absolutely. So just a wee shout out to the guys who helped me make the bike. This is an Impact side hack. It's a company started in the States. It's basically an extreme sports bike. And this box was made by a friend of mine called Fred from Husk Interiors. Obviously, we've got a bit of a competitive advantage. I don't want everyone to have them, but give them a shout because they are banging.
Oh, okay. I'm going to come back. I've got some ideas. Stuart, thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. Don't know what goes on at the Vegan Fest over here, but which side do you reckon's my good side, guys? Is it this side? Or is it maybe this side? I don't know. I kind of want to try some of this stuff. Let's go check it out. Hello. We're just, you know, going around the Vegfest 2016, and I see all these bars over here. Tell me about what you're doing.
We've got 8 flavours in total. These 2 are brand new. We've got a mocha with caffeine, so a whole bar equates to a cup of coffee, caffeine-wise.
Okay.
And then we've got our chili chocolate as well.
I think we saw a girl just as we turned on this segment who has had far too many of those, right?
Probably.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Have a try.
I'm
Taste
gonna
them and see what you think.
I think I'm gonna try them all. All right.
Just start at the start and go down. That's the best way to do it.
I will. It's like I'll just try this one quickly. This was the coffee one, right?
Yeah, that's the mocha.
They're not bad.
It's good.
Yeah, I quite like these. I'm just
I'm
gonna.
surprised. This one's brand new, so it's plain wrapping, but they're going to look like that when they're done.
Because it's plain wrapping, you can't really sell that, so I'll just take it with me
Okay,
in my pocket.
Just to make sure it
over
tastes
here.
it. Your quality control, yeah?
Yeah, it's
Quality control.
But you know, while I
it's an important job.
It is, exactly, and you know, I'm more than happy to help you do that, and it's so great that you get to do that at the Vegfest 2016. What's it been like for you so far?
Busy, very busy.
Right?
Yeah.
It has been. I can barely move. There's so many different, actually, little halls and segments to this thing.
It's massive here today.
Maybe you can help explain something to me. Everyone that I've talked to, there's this movement of going vegan or vegetarian over the last several years. What is it about the last several years? Where's this impact come from?
Food's got better, I think, for vegans. Rather than cardboard, it actually tastes like something.
You think it's the options?
Yes. There's a lot more options, and they taste a lot better.
But why is this just happening now?
I don't know.
Where's this explosion coming from?
I don't know, but it's good.
You're just trying to get that out there because your brand is good.
Yes.
I like how she did that. Okay, another thing we're doing today is educating people on kind of the history of, not history, but you know, stuff about veganism and vegetarianism. Yeah. So let me get one out here for you. How many people in the US, as a percentage, would you say, just roughly as a number, is vegetarian?
In the US, 40%.
40%?
Yeah.
That's quite a high number you're saying there. 40% of the US are vegetarian. Actually, nowhere near 40. It's actually 5%. But does that shock you in any way?
Yeah, but then I suppose the US are big meat eaters, aren't they? So.
They are indeed. I'm sure this stat would be different for Texas.
Yeah.
But you know, that equates to close to 16 million people, you know?
That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
All right, maybe we can get some good bars off to them.
Yeah, we should.
Maybe I'll just take a few more whilst we talk. You don't mind. Look, there's a bird over there.
Yeah,
We are still at Vegfest 2016. I'm loving the enthusiasm I'm getting from Karen over here.
It's all put on though. It's not. I love it here. Love being vegan.
Love being vegan. Okay, but let's get into this. Let's start first of all. I mean, you're one of the organisers here, but what's your role actually?
Well, you know what? I have the absolute pleasure of spreading the vegan message to the media, which is wonderful because obviously the media then can tell all of their readers, all of their lovely viewers, all of their listeners about a positive vegan message.
Okay.
And so I tell the media about Vegfest, and I also coach media into becoming vegan. So they might do it for a couple of weeks, and I go through all what they eat and veganise them. So that's
I haven't heard that today. I love it. We're gonna veganise you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Let's start a little bit with first Vegfest, okay?
Yes.
I mean, Vegfest today. I've got to be honest with you. It's my first time at Vegfest.
Yes.
I understand it's in the 15th year or so, 15, 16, something
Yeah,
like
it's
that?
been going years. Yes,
years and
yes.
years.
And each year it grows, and this time it's bigger. And I don't know, how are you finding it then?
This is what I was going to say. This is unbelievable. I'm really enjoying my day out today because, one, I didn't know that something like this existed, as I'm sure probably a lot of people watching this didn't. But number two, just quite how vast and big it is. I mean, I don't think I've been around everywhere yet. I know some people are saying that there's so much variety.
Yeah,
So
there
much.
is. I mean, we have foods from all over the world. We have speakers that have flown in from America.
I mean, I also wanted to bring on a little bit, as you see in the background, Veggie Vision. I'm loving this enthusiasm. Tell me a little bit about Veggie Vision.
I'm loving your enthusiasm. It's contagious. Veggie Vision. So I'm an aspiring presenter. I've been presenting for a fair few years now, and I'm passionate about spreading the vegan love, if you might not know that already. And I just thought, let's combine the two. So I set up Veggie Vision, which is an internet TV station, and I've had people film from other countries for me, from America, from India, from France, different places. They make their little programs, and it can be like their favourite recipes or interesting information. I film with some nice celebrities, and you know, I've got a lot of ambition. There's a lot of things that
I
I'd
can
like
see
to do
that.
with
Yeah, it's
Veggie
contagious.
Vision.
Karen, I think we need our own show together. This is what I'm thinking. This is the Nathan and Karen show.
Yay!
I like that. You know what? I think it is also another thing that I'm telling you, I'm hearing from everyone there downstairs, is there's been a lot of movement from people becoming meat eaters or whatever into becoming veganized, as you would call it, in the last 1 to 3 years.
Yes,
now,
yes.
I'm having difficulty pinpointing why.
Yeah.
You know, apart from, you know, there's a lot of variety now, it's exploding. What are your insights? Why is this over that period of time?
You know
last
what?
3 years?
It's crazy. I mean, I've been vegan for 20 years nearly, and I've never seen a time like it. There's more choice, there's more food, there's more festivals. Vegfest is the biggest vegan festival in Europe. So we have Brighton, then we have Bristol, then we have London, where we are now, and then in December we have Glasgow. And now, on top of that, there are vegan festivals all over the country. People are stepping up to spread a really positive vegan message. And I think it's things like festivals, like Vegfest, like Veganuary, who encourage people to go vegan for a month. And because, you know, they kind of feel, oh, I'll do it for a month, this leads them onto a sort of a more healthy plant-based diet on an ongoing basis. There's more awareness because of social media, so, you know, more things are being shared on Facebook. There's so much. It's like an explosion of veganism. And
You just have the best terms I've ever come. I love it. I'm loving it. Explosion of veganism, guys.
You talk to me every day. You make me laugh.
I'm never going to forget this interview. Karen, thank you so much for having us down.
Thank you.
Pleasure to talk
Thank
to
you
you.
for coming
Good
to
luck.
Vegfest. Really appreciate it. Thank
Yes.
you.
Well, guys, we are still right here at the Vegfest 2016. I've had an absolutely phenomenal time. Vegans, vegetarians, they're in for such a treat because if all the things I've seen here are anything to go by, this exhibition growing every single year, there's so much variety for us, and I can't wait to see what they have in store for us next year. But you know what? I've kind of found one of my favourite stalls here, the peanut butter store. You know, all these peanut butters on here, and my friend Stuart kindly agreed to lend me this bike over here. So I think I'm going to take it and go for a little spin. But excuse me, sir, Mr. Lazy Boy over here. I know you're looking at the peanut butter. I need a little bit of a hand on beef for you. I need to take my cart and basically run away with it and walk off with all my peanut butter. So if you wouldn't mind just saying beep beep to all the people and getting them out the way.
Let's go.
Okay, should we go? Yeah. Let's go. Let's go, guys. I like this. I'm Nathan. You're watching Beef for You, and I'm gonna make out with all this peanut butter.